Blessings, friends. David, I have a joke for you today.
Oh, okay.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Control freak. Well, now you are going to say, control freak who?
Ah, okay. Have you had those kind of experiences in your life? You know, a sense of humor can be an amazing tool when dealing with stress. And you know, we're all dealing with stress right now. Developing a sense of humor about life's challenges is a good place to start. A sense of humor will help you to build resilience to stress and improve your overall physical and emotional health. It's helpful to look at things in a different way, to find the humor in every life experience that comes along. By doing so, we tend to normalize your experience. We eliminate and minimize the stress factor. It makes everything that happens just an everyday experience, an everyday opportunity to look at life in a different way. Luckily, it's not too hard to develop a sense of humor, but it does require a little practice, and for some people it may require a little more practice than others. Here are a few ways of finding the funny in life and how to deal with stress. The first thing, just start with a smile. Even if you have to fake a smile, just push the corners of your mouth up. It can lead to increased happiness. So you're not just looking happy, but you're feeling happier. This is because the act of smiling, real or fake even, causes your body to release endorphins. Plus, a fake smile eventually leads to a genuine one, and this means that laughter is right around the corner, and that will definitely eliminate all stress. Smiling elevates your entire mood. Next time you're starting to feel down, try putting on a smile. There's a good chance your mood will change for the better. Smiling can trick the body into helping you elevate your mood because the physical act of smiling actually activates neural messaging in your brain. A simple smile can trigger and release neuropeptides and boost neurotransmitters like dopamine and serotonin. So you can think of smiling like a natural antidepressant. Try this test. Just smile. Now, while you're smiling, try to think of something negative or sad without losing the smile. It's kind of hard to do, isn't it? Even when a smile seems unnatural or forced, it still sends the brains and ultimately the rest of the entire body the message that life is good. So stay away from depression, stress, and worry simply by smiling. Smiling can be completely unconscious, particularly when it comes to responding to another person's smile. You know, I was at the grocery store yesterday, and I ran into some people, and they have the lines marked in the aisles where you can only go one way or the other. Sometimes you'd come around the corner and somebody's trying to come in the wrong way, and they'd look at you and chuckle a little bit and turn around and go the other way. And one person smiled at me, I smiled back, and I realized they can't see my smile through my mask. So next time I went around the corner and the same thing happened again, I raised my eyebrows. Give a funny kind of look, and then you could see their eyebrows and I couldn't see the smile through the mask, but I knew they were smiling. It's scientifically proven that smiles are contagious. It's just like a yawn. When somebody yawns close to you, you tend to yawn as well. In a mask, you might not see the yawn, and you also might not see the smile, but you will experience it and you will smile contagiously. Smile can also boost your overall health. The act of smiling actually helps the human immune system to function more effectively. It is thought that when you smile, immune function improves because you are more relaxed, thanks to the release of those neurotransmitters. So, in addition to taking precautions like washing your hands, why not try to prevent the cold or the flu or the coronavirus simply by smiling?
I like that. And I like when you smile at me. We all like when people smile at us. It's important to keep humor in our lives. So let's look at some other ways that we activate humor in our lives. I think that there are many ways, and for me, I have a couple favorites. One is personal humor. I have conversations with God, and my conversations aren't always as deep as Neale Donald Walsch. In my conversations with God, quite often God is laughing at me, laughing with me, laughing as me. Take one day, for example. I was looking in the mirror, lamenting over the wrinkles on my neck, when I looked off to the side at our shower curtain, which is covered with mountains, forests, and rivers. And God within me just started laughing. The mountains with their weathering marks, the trees with their bark, the rivers with their ripples, all these ideas of showing wrinkles for years and years and years. And the thought inside me was God calling to me saying, look at nature, look at everything I've created. Why do you think you should be any different? Well, get over yourself. And so for me, it is just that simple. Laughter moves us into a new idea of joy. And so I look for those opportunities to find laughter to shift my own thinking about something that I'm perceiving as negative in my own life. Likewise, I think we have another kind of humor. It's called relationship humor. David explained it a little bit, even with strangers in a store, where you can raise your eyebrows and other people will get a little chuckle out of that. So, you know, sometimes our relationship humor comes about in a very unique way. And so for me, there was one opportunity I had that was actually an embarrassing moment for me. I was facilitating a Thanksgiving dinner at my home for family and friends one year. I had invited quite a few people, and we had decided that we weren't going to cook. We were just going to enjoy everyone. So we ordered Boston Market this year. Well, being as how Boston Market serves in those small, round plastic containers, I was a little nervous that I wasn't going to have enough food. Now, I ordered a lot of food, but I was still concerned that I might not be able to serve everyone and how embarrassing that would be. I had invited my sister to come, and she said that she was going to actually be out of town and that her daughter had to work. Her husband is a truck driver and he had been out of town, so I just assumed none of them would be there. So of course, you know, I'm counting carefully how many will be coming so that I can see, do I have enough food? Well, the doorbell rings and I go to answer it, and there is standing my brother-in-law, who I haven't seen for months, and I'm immediately thinking, oh my gosh, he's here for Thanksgiving. What if I don't have enough food? And I'm sure the look on my face showed that, and I said to him, oh, I didn't know you were coming. And of course that probably made him feel offended and unwelcomed, and I hadn't meant it that way. I was thinking inside my own mind, my own thoughts. Nevertheless, he said, well, I can leave if you want. And I said, oh, no, you can stay and have Thanksgiving with us. If we don't have enough food, we'll just have cereal. Well, he thought that was quite funny, and he began to laugh. I'm sure that each of us were coming from our own perspective. I can only imagine that he was feeling left out and unwanted, which wasn't at all the way I felt about him or feel about him. And at the same time, I was feeling concerned about how much food I would have, but I created an embarrassing moment because I didn't know how to deal with the situation in a better, more effective way. I went inside my own head. Well, lo and behold, that was about 10 years ago. And so when we had to shelter in place in Florida for the COVID, my sister-in-law texted me and said, do you have enough cereal? And so me, ever being the serious one in the group, went to the cupboard and decided I would count the cereal for her. My husband, being one, as he told you, who loves to shop, at the store and buy all those 2-for-1s, had filled up the cupboard with cereal, and I counted 12 boxes of cereal. So I texted her back, 12 boxes, LOL, and we all had a great laugh. A few days later, they took a picture, my sister and brother-in-law, of them with a box of Frosted Flakes. And to this day, I am here to tell you that we get so much mileage out of that embarrassing moment for me at the time, and just have turned it into a time of humor, a time of joy, a time of laughter. Yes, years of laughter. And whenever this topic comes up, we all just crack up laughing. Now, other people may not find it quite so funny because they weren't a part of it all, but we were. And so you make your own moments of laughter. Each one of us makes our own joy by the way we think and the way we take opportunities that occur in our life and play with them until we mold them into exactly what we want them to be for us in our own mind, for us to experience joy. Because as we keep the joy, as we keep the humor, we keep the love, right?
That's right.
And so it is.
So it is.
Namaste. Would you like an exercise to help you find greater joy in your life? Well, all you have to do is have a clock and yourself, and look at the clock and time yourself and see how long you can laugh. I do this frequently with my students in school, and it really gets everybody laughing. If you can do it in a group, that's even better, but it will activate joy within you for yourself. So just start laughing and keep laughing and keep laughing and keep laughing.